Hi guys, so welcome back to our channel. Today I'm going to be doing a hair tutorial on this hair. So today I did a Bantu knot out. So not a braid out, not a twist out. I did a Bantu knot out. Keep in mind, I haven't done Bantu knots in like 8 years, and this was actually my first time doing it on blown out hair, because I think the last time I did a Bantu knot tutorial years ago, like I said, about 8.5 years ago, maybe 7. I'm thinking 8 though, was on damp hair, and then I slept in them. Do not recommend. We'll get more into that later in the video. But these are the results. So y'all already gonna know before I do that this turned out actually pretty cute. I was praying that this would turn out pretty, and I love how it turned out. It's so bouncy. It's so incredibly soft thanks to all of the products that I used. I'm just hoping that it lasts longer than 3 days. So we shall see, because my blown out waves that I do with my actual curling wand, that usually lasts me about 5 days. One thing I did notice though, the two Bantu knots that I had in the back, they did take a little bit longer to dry. So I did have to like hold the blow dryer over them for like another like 3 minutes each. So you're gonna see like how long I sat under the dryer for and all that. So if you guys want to see how I did this blown out Bantu knot set, then just keep on watching. Okay guys, so I'm starting out with freshly washed hair. So I shampooed my hair with the Shea Moisture AMLA Oil Bond Repair Shampoo and the matching conditioner. Still have been loving these, and I feel like I really need to use them today because I'm going to be using like double heat on my hair. And bond protection isn't just for if you have color treated hair, it's also very helpful and I think essential if you're using heat. And then I just deep condition with the bond repair mask. So I've been using the crap out of this stuff. Like, this is pretty much gone. I have another one though, so I always have backups of my hair mask if I really like them. So my hair has actually been in this towel for about, I think, an hour and a half, just because I wanted to let my hair towel dry a little bit more, because I want to use as less heat as possible. Oh, my hair is so soft. Wow, this shampoo and conditioner makes your hair feels like a fluffy, like a soft blanket. Oh my gosh, my hair is so soft. So my hair is a tad bit damp. It's a little bit damp, but it's probably like 60%, 65% dry, 70% dry. So for leave-in products, the first thing I'm gonna go in with is an OG product. This is from REDKEN. If you guys have watched any of my straight hair videos, my blowout tutorials, I always use this. This is the REDKEN Extreme Anti-Snap Treatment. So I just like this because it helps with, you know, keeping the hair nice and strong so you don't have as much breakage. So I just like to put my hair in 4 sections with this. The new packaging of this is a spray, but I prefer to put products in my hand so I have more control of like how much is going in my hair when I'm doing like any kind of blowout style, because it can weigh your hair down if you're not mindful of how much product is going in your hair. Now if I'm doing a wash and go, you guys know I just go in like with a spray product, like, you know, however much I need. I'm more heavy handed with products in general when I'm doing a wash and go, but any kind of like spray product and I'm gonna be blow drying my hair, I just prefer to put it in my hand. Just have way more control over the amount of product. You don't want your hair to be greasy or like weighed down, even though this is super lightweight. And my hair is pretty much already detangled because I did finger detangle it in the shower with this conditioner. So to help like save me some time. So after I put that in, I'm just gonna put in this KÉRASTASE blow dry spray. This is the Beautifying Detangling Blow Dry Mist. So this is a plant-based protein and niacinamide leave-in. I just want to make sure I'm protecting my hair since I am putting double heat in it. So this is water-based, so I am going to spray this all over because it's a blow dry spray. It's not a cream product. Any cream product that's in a spray bottle, I just don't like to put it straight to the hair. So this is water-based, so I am going to spray it directly to my hair, so it's not going to weigh the hair down. So normally in this spot, I will be using my KenMurrell blow dry spray. You guys know that's my go-to. I like to use that if I'm flat ironing my hair and I don't want to waste it. So I'm just gonna use this, which is also a good product if you're gonna be doing any kind of like stretched out, blown out style. So this is great if you guys want to try my blown out waves. Me and Kendra like to do that sometimes if we want to switch it up. That's if I'm using like a curling wand or something. That is not what we're doing today. You guys know this is just like my routine before blowing my hair out. After I put in my leave-in products, I just like to twist my hair up to get it out of the way and kind of let the leave-in products marinate before I go in and blow dry, so that my hair is nice and, oh sorry, that's my phone, so that my hair is nice and protected. Okay guys, so all of my leave-in products are, well, not all of them. The leave-in products that I'm using before I blow dry are in now. And like I said, my hair is pretty much like 65% dry, so it shouldn't take as long. So I'm going to be using my Dyson blow dryer, and I'm going to be using the comb attachment. Normally, if I'm going to be straightening my hair, I like to use my paddle brush, my Aveda wooden paddle brush. I love that thing, and I like to use it with the concentration nozzle, and then I like to do that because I notice I just get like way more silky results for that if I'm going to be doing a silk press. But I just need to stretch my hair out and dry it, so that's why I like the comb attachment for if I'm going to be stretching my hair for like a stretched out style like I'm doing today. And I'm just going to split my hair in two when I do this, so I'm going to do two subsections because my hair is way too thick. Okay, so now my hair is fully blow dried and stretched. Now I'm just briefly going and dusting my ends because we're looking a little scraggly. I know it's not a word, but you guys know what I mean. And I just figured in order for the Bantu knots to look nice and seamless at the ends, that my ends should be nice and dusted. So I'm just dusting them quickly. Okay, ends are dusted. Okay, I'm trying to decide if I want to do a middle part or a side part. But technically, if I do a middle part, I can just toss my hair either way. So I think I'll just stick to the middle part. And I think I'm going to do 10 to 12 Bantu knots because I don't want to do them too small, because I find that when you're doing any kind of blowout, twist out, braid out, like when you do them too small, they tend to turn out a little more frizzy, in my experience anyway, if you do them too small. By the way, these parts don't have to be perfect. I'm not doing a Bantu knot style. The Bantu knots are to get the style, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna part like from the middle of my head all the way to right behind my ear. Okay. Bear with me, guys. I have not done a Bantu knot set or a Bantu knot out, whatever you want to call it, in like 8 years. I can figure anything out. So I'm going to be using a cream styler. So I recommend, if you're doing any kind of Bantu knot set, any kind of blown out style, do not use a gel. Your hair is going to revert so fast. So I recommend using a cream styler. This is the CURLDAZE Creamy Curl Styler. It just says it has cocoa oil in it, and it's great for twist outs, braid outs, and wash and goes. I'm not doing any of those, but I figured if it's good for those things, it's good for a nice Bantu knot. So I'm just gonna split that in two. So I'm just gonna do 4 in the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna take about that much for each knot. Just gonna apply it to the roots to the ends. Now what I do remember with these Bantu knots, they can get kind of tight. I'm just gonna twist mine away from my face. It honestly doesn't matter which way you twist. So I like to begin twisting. So before you like twist the ends, that's when you wanna start the knot. So now I'm just gonna twist around like so. And then I add just a tad bit more to the ends, because if your ends look crusty, then this is not gonna turn out as well as you would want. So you wanna make sure the ends look good. So you could use a bobby pin to secure these, but I just like to tuck mine and they usually stay. So I just like to tuck my knots. So there's our first knot. Oh, I'm just gonna do the exact same thing over my entire head, and I think in the back I'm gonna do 4 more on the back of each side. Again, I'm not gonna take any more than like maybe a dime-sized amount for each one, and then also add a little bit more for the ends as you get down to the ends. A little nickel size. I say a nickel size amount of your styler. All right, guys, so popping in for a quick voiceover. No, for real, but this part I really didn't feel like talking. So I'm just doing the exact same thing that I just did to the first Bantu knot, and then tucked my ends like I said. So I did the same thing to the other side. I just parted it into 2 and took some product and applied it to the roots to the ends. And remember to begin twisting before you completely twist the ends. This is if you have longer hair, by the way. Then I just add a little bit more product to the ends, and that's when I finish twisting the ends, and then I start to knot it around the rest of the knot, and then again I tuck the ends. Nickel size amount of product, twist, 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 but not all the way to the end. You want to start the knot before you finish twisting, and then once you get to the ends you can apply more product and then just tuck your ends under the knot. You could pre-part your hair as if you're doing like box braids or something, but I'm not gonna pre-part, I'm just gonna part as I go. By the way, if you find that your Bantu knots are a little too tight, you can always twist them in the opposite direction to loosen them up, because we're trying to keep our edges, okay? Now I'm just gonna speed the rest of this up, because like I said, the parting does not have to be perfect. You just have to decide how many Bantu knots you wanna do depending on how thick your hair is. And my hair is pretty thick, so like I said, I'm gonna do about 10 to 12 knots. We won't know until I'm done, so yeah, I just parted straight across here, and that's gonna be 1 knot. I hope that's not too big. Okay guys, so I'm done with all the knots. Ignore the parts, they're probably not the best, but like I said, they don't have to be perfect for this if you're not wearing this as a style. This is just to get the waves that the Bantu knots give. So you could just like let this sit in your hair for like 2 hours, 3 hours, depending on how long your hair is, because your hair is not going from like soaking wet. So I think the last time I did a Bantu knot, I was doing it on wet hair, but this is my first time doing a blown out Bantu knot set, or a Bantu knot out. I'm just gonna sit under the hooded dryer for like 30 to 40 minutes instead of waiting 2 hours, because I don't have that kind of time. But like I said, if you don't want to do another layer of heat, you could just wait like 2 hours, depending on how much time you have. Or, I don't 100% recommend this, you could sleep in these. I have slept in Bantu knots before and it was hell. So do that at your own discretion. I don't recommend, but if you want to do that, you can. But ain't no way I'm sleeping like this. I value sleep way too much to do that to myself, so yeah, no. So I will be back after my hair is fully dry to take these down. Fingers crossed, prayers up, yes. So I will have this hooded dryer linked in the description box below. I'm pretty sure it's from Sally's. This is Kendra's, I borrowed it from her, but I'm pretty sure it's from Sally's. But I just sat under here for about 40 minutes. But as you can see, the two in the very back aren't really getting as much heat as the Bantu knots on the top. So as you heard me explain at the beginning of the video, I did have to use my handheld blow dryer with my concentration nozzle to finish drying the two in the back. So if you're gonna use a hooded dryer and you're not the tallest, I highly recommend sitting on 2 pillows, because I was only sitting on 1 pillow on a stool. So I should have sat on 2 pillows, so I know that for next time. So if you're shorter and you have a hooded dryer like this, just sit on a couple of pillows to prop you up so that you can make sure you're getting all the Bantu knots dried within the same time frame. So yeah. So here I am with my hair freshly dried. So I'm just going to be taking the Shea Moisture Bonding Oil with AMLA oil in it. I highly recommend using a lightweight oil or serum to take down your knots. So this one in the back, like I mentioned, it wasn't 100% dry. So I did have to hit it with the blow dryer for about 3 minutes. The same with the other side in the back, just the bottom two. The rest of them were 100% dry, but just the bottom two weren't dry. But as you can see, I'm just twisting the knots in the opposite direction that I twisted them to do them. So just twist them in the opposite direction to take them down. And at first I started to separate each one individually, but I just decided to wait until I was just done unraveling each knot. So as you can see, I'm just again twisting them in the opposite direction. And then after I'm done unraveling each knot, I'm going to go in with some more oil. I'm going to take more oil and then I'm going to begin to separate each knot so that it looks more voluminous and more bouncy. So you just want to gently separate each one. So I like to pull on mine just a little bit and then begin separating them. And you also want to make sure you shake your roots as well to make sure you don't have the parts still showing. So shaking them at the roots is super helpful as well. And these are the results. There will also be a full product list of everything I used in today's video in the description box as always. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I will see you guys next time.